It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. The Seahawks at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row. And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get this to about the 38. You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll try the air now with Smith.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith rolling to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Scott. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Pushing his way through. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run again on first down. Chubb. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. When you talk about this Seahawks defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And now Smith going to change the play. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Metcalf motions left. Just beating the play clock. Smith. And this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Smith. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down, Philadelphia.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Draymond Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel. Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Look, Jack's left.
Now Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They begin this drive with Chubb. And taking it right down Broadway. Nick Chubb. He's to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
No, touch. 73.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 22.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
There's the stiff arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. But first down, Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Hurts throw caught by Gray. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
This red zone is where the Seahawks crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Looking to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Scott to return it. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
And an Eagle first down.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
13 next.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Steps away. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Smith going to move him around. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Brought down at the 20. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
58. Hey, it's a clip.
Now Gino. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
13 next.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, trio left.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The slot man in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Chubb on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, here's Chubb again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll look to throw. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And trouble trying the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Eagles, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.